I will not smoke today. There's a pretty good chance that when you were first quitting smoking, you woke up saying this. If you had planned out that this was going to be your quit day, you woke up with this idea, I'm not going to smoke today. Now, you may have done that with a great amount of determination when you said it, or hey, you may have done it with a tremendous amount of trepidation. But whatever the case, you alerted yourself. You were putting yourself on guard. You don't know what today was going to hold, but you weren't going to smoke today. It's natural to do this when you're first quitting smoking. It's not natural to do it over the long term, but while it's not natural, it's advisable. You really do want to wake up every day and say, I'm not going to smoke today. You want to go to bed at the end of each day and congratulate yourself for sticking to the goal that you set in the beginning of the day. You really want to keep it a big deal that you didn't smoke. Most people won't do this. Most people want to get to the point that they forget they ever smoked. That's the goal, but that's a dangerous goal to achieve. It is achievable. It'll get to a point that you will forget you smoked. That will happen. You won't think about cigarettes for days or weeks, and hey, months may go by where you don't think about a cigarette. And again, this is what people want. This is where they want to get to. But there's a danger of getting there. Because when you do get there, and again, it will come with time, one day an opportunity will arise, and it may be under a stressful circumstance, it may be under a celebratory circumstance, it could be just any number of variables, and a cigarette may be there at the time. Someone may be offering it, or you may be finding it. You haven't thought about cigarettes in weeks or months. You haven't talked yourself out of it because you haven't had the urge, so you haven't had to think about it. But then this opportunity where a cigarette is there, you have the motivation to do it. You haven't thought about smoking in so long, you forgot smoking. You forgot all the problems that smoking caused. Because you got to understand, they were causing you problems that made you want to quit smoking when you were a smoker, that gave you that impetus to do the quit, to go through what may have been a hard withdrawal. It may not have been, but it may have been. And you had ammunition up, you had reasons not to do it, and that kept you going all along. But you forgot all those reasons. You forgot all the motivation. You don't remember what it was like to smoke. And now you're thinking about a cigarette. And with it there's a risk that you're going to take it. You got complacent. And the danger, once that happens, if it gets into your system, it's taking you down where you were before. You're going to be an active using addict again. So every day, wake up with the idea and with the attitude and with the commitment that you're not going to smoke that day. At the end of the day, congratulate yourself for doing it. That may be the only two thoughts you have for smoking that day. Every day that goes by for weeks and months, those may be the only thoughts you have for smoking. That will be the time. But it gets you your guard up. It keeps your ammunition alive. It keeps you remembering what you did and why you did it, why you quit smoking, and how much you don't want to go back. And then as long as you still feel that this is where you want to be, you don't want to be a full-fledged smoker again. If that's your choice that you want to sustain, all you got to do is wake up every day and say, I will not smoke today. And congratulate yourself for doing it at the end of the day. Your quit will stay alive and well as long as you continue to do those two little actions. And again, just remembering to never take another puff.